Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back to Radio Entrepreneurs. Again, my name is Jeffrey Davis. I'm the host of Radio Entrepreneurs. And, we continue to stream stories of how entrepreneurs are dealing with this economy and the changing economy. And unless you've been in a bubble, in a coma, the economy is going to change a lot in the next year or 2 years. So it's going to be a ride, and entrepreneurs need to succeed. And, if we're going to succeed, one of the people we're going to talk to a lot in the next 2 years is Phil Sharkey, president and owner of the Higher Authority. Sheriff Sharkey, welcome back to Radio Entrepreneurs.
Thank you, Jeff. And as you know, it's always the highlight of my week and my month when we have our little interviews here. And I can't wait to get in today's topic, which I think you'll enjoy. I'm not sure when this will be aired, but this is going to be our Thanksgiving special. And what I have is my 7 top turkeys that we've researched this year of people who have no grasp with reality, and the rules don't apply to them, Jeff. They can say whatever they want. They can do whatever they want, even though they hold others to a different standard. So I find that offensive, and I can't wait to share these people with you today.
Oh, boy.
As you are my idol and good friend, I'm going to let you pick. We have a group of 1 to 7. So you go ahead and pick a number here, Jeff, and I want to share with you the story of this person. So 1 through 7, where would you like to start?
Oh, I want to start on number 7. I'm sorry.
Well, you go right to the meat. This is one of our best. So our number 7 sort of famous resume claim falsified person is Jeffrey Papos. He was the president and CEO of Lotus Corporation, big company.
Yeah.
They said if you can visualize sort of a geeky Bill Gates looking dude in glasses, not this guy. This guy was buff, looked like a Top Gun type of person.
A little bit like me.
A little bit like you, a few years your junior, but a little bit like you. He had this amazing story where he rose, Jeff, his story is a real sob story. He rose from a lonely orphaned child to a daring Marine flyer. He spoke of his black belt in Taekwondo, his PhD from Pepperdine, and we'll get into that, and his compassionate side. He also talked about how he helped support the widow of a fellow flyer who died ejecting from a disabled F-4 Phantom jet.
A man's man.
Man's man. And again, to put in the deceased other co-Marine is something I think Marines would take offense. So what did we find out when we researched him? He wasn't a Marine Corps captain at all. He had 0 flight time while in the service. He didn't burst an eardrum when ejecting from a Phantom F-4. And no, there was no dead co-pilot and no widow. It also seems he didn't, as he claimed, saved a buddy by throwing a live grenade out of a trench during service. All other claims he made. So the research went in. Someone like myself did a research, and they found out he didn't have the PhD from Pepperdine University. So that's the real claim that can go get him, where he had something of substance. The other stories were just stories. He was not even an orphan. His parents are alive and well, living right here in our state of Massachusetts, not far from his offices. So that was the CEO, what was he, of Lotus Corporation?
Lotus.
Big story there.
Big company.
Big company, big liar. And again, when I tell my clients, we're obviously at a lower standard. I have companies that hire 1 person a year, some that hire 100 a month. It hurts your branding. It puts you as looking as a company that doesn't know what they're doing and is hiring fools to run the whole shebang. So that's the type of guy I see right there. Pick another number, Jeff. What would you like?
Number 3, I just want you to know that I was an astronaut before I was the host of Radio Entrepreneurs.
Were you? So it explains your overall global knowledge.
Right. I'm just wondering if you ever saw my moonwalk. It was great.
I did not. I did see, though, they may need you because that spaceship up there is leaking something fierce. So we're worried about
it's all
astronauts.
Number 3.
Liv Loberg. We may not know this person in our country, but we like to do an international scope. She held several top bureaucratic posts for the Norwegian public sector, and she was a reserve member, Jeff, of the Parliament for the Conservative Progress Party. She had exaggerated her nurse's aid qualification. She forged her resume to secure a great job with the Norwegian Registration Authority for Health Personnel. She claimed to be a registered nurse and have 3 degrees in medicine, which one would want in this position, when in fact she had forged 1 Norwegian and 2 English certificates. So no degrees. She forged the certificates. I don't even know. It looks like she didn't even go to school for her field. This one ended up seriously. She not only lost her job, but she was sentenced to 14 months imprisonment on account of her fraud. So again, Norwegian people.
Clearly not being an American.
No, they probably would have promoted her in our situation. But yeah, that's pretty severe. Again, every background check we do, usually when there's a falsifications in the educational field where people want to look better than they are, Jeff, they want to be that astronaut. They want everyone to be in awe of them and that they have the qualifications for the job. It's such a simple search, $40, $50 search, and we can confirm if they're
$50 search, and we would have known.
You wouldn't know. And again, I tell people, I get a lot of pushback, Jeff. I'm sure you, when talking about our services, big brother, you're coming down on people today. Rules don't apply to anyone today. But my take is that it's my chance to meet you, Jeff. I'm shaking your hand saying, hi, I'm Phil Sharkey, and I'm lying to you. So I'm lying to you when I provide my resume. So when you ever need to trust me, when you ever need to give me the keys to the place or have something of huge value or just your branding, I've already shown you, Jeff, if I have to lie, I will. And I will. So,
well, and lying is epidemic, and it's a big issue.
It is a big issue. So I know we get up against the clock. We got 3 and 7. What would you like for another fine example of a person who has no grasp?
I almost want you to pick so you can shock me. Let's go to number 1.
Oh, number 1 is great. This is a nice company called Walmart. I'm sure we all heard about that. And this was David,
largest retailer in the world.
A pretty big place there. And his David Tovar. He claimed, again, it's an educational claim. He had a bachelor's degree from the University of Delaware. Now, David, he was the VP of comm for them, a very big position. He was actually up for an SVP position, had an 8-year career with them, making big bucks. And this didn't come out in his initial hire research or vetting. But the bachelor's degree from the University of Delaware is, no. He didn't finish the coursework to get the diploma. It looks like he only went for about a year or two. And again, this fib, as they said, came out during his chance for promotion. He had to resign his position, but Walmart obviously maybe didn't hurt their branding so much, but it surely could have destroyed them in the big game of integrity. So another educational falsification.
You didn't pick an American politician.
I did not. I safely stayed away from that area for sure. And the last one is, I know I watch our clock a little bit. I'm going to wrap up with one, Jeff, where I have to tell you someone, I can't share the name because this is someone we did a background check on this year. But I love this story as they were honest. And I tell people many times, when they're honest, are they really honest? She admitted to a bank situation where she bounced a bad check. Who can't understand that? My client was very understanding. It was going to be an office manager's position. And said she's terrific, made great eye contact. I think she's ideal. She passed a bad check. So what? We did the background check and it came back. It did involve banking, but unfortunately she was involved in a bank robbery. And she was actually the getaway driver for a group of about 4 or 5 people. So even when they tell you they're honest, I tell them, my clients, for $200 or $300, do a full background check. In today's economy, it's money well spent. You have to pay people to be trained and get into uniform. Why wouldn't you just want to make sure that they are who they say they are and that they're not going to take advantage of you? Like I always tell my clients, not today, not with you. Let them move on and take their story elsewhere and hurt your competitors. Not going to hurt you.
I'll admit right now, most of the time I'm the getaway driver because I'm the designated driver. I'm the guy driving from the Dairy Queen, from any fast food joint, Chinese restaurants. I'm always the driver. I admit it.
You're the driver. Well, this story is amazing to me because not only do they know, again, they sign a release. We can't do anything on the QT. You have to have their consent. What do they think was going to happen when we researched that? I think they have such, to me, it's not just the crimes that they do, but their ability, their chutzpah to spin it and say, I am going to, tell you a story and you're going to believe it. And it's not going to harm me, and I'm going to move right along. It's not the truth at all. And just the guts to tell such a story really cracks me up.
Phil, you say $50 a search, and I don't just say this because I know you. I don't understand why you don't have millions of clients. I mean, we're all searching for people. We're all desperate to find the right people. All you have to do is have one bad person. I've shown this to so many organizations and they ruin a culture of a company. You get one person in the background spoiling it for all the rest, setting an example, undermining leadership. It's a nominal charge, cheaper than insurance. I know Mark Furman's always talking about insurance policies. I mean, $50 for an insurance policy. So I can only, lead horses to water. I can't make them drink. I know I've called you on it, many people over the years. If someone's looking for you, Phil, how do they find you?
Very simple, Jeff. Toll free. The number is 888-230-5901. You can go on the internet and it's hireauth.com, hireauth.com. Our emails are right on there. And the big difference with us compared to the large warehouse screening companies, you get a person. You don't have a 2 or 3 week wait period to come on board. Call me today, send the background today. We'll have it done before Thanksgiving. Easy as can be. And you'll be shocked with the results, as we do see about 33% this year turn out fraudulent. That's
Wow.
people who know they're doing a background check. So
Unbelievable, Phil. I want to thank you and thank our listeners on Radio Entrepreneurs. And, Phil's going to be back all 2025 with a new resume, new car, new everything. And I promise you that's the way it's going to be. And this is Radio Entrepreneurs.